Let's continue with the topic from the previous episode. On the day of the September 3rd Beijing military parade, Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin discussed topics such as organ transplants, immortality, and living to 150 en route to the parade. The video clip shocked the world. Many people immediately think of the unique business in this red regime. When their bodies have problems with the parts, they can find fresh and healthy parts of the same type to replace any time. They can also conduct large-scale business and even give the parts as gifts to international friends. 150 years old is a very familiar concept in the minds of the CCP's powerful people. This time, Chairman Xi just accidentally let it slip. The CCP's top leadership's 981 Health Project research team was established in 2005 and officially launched in May. It includes 3 major projects: the Health Promotion Project, the Youth Rejuvenation Project, and the 150-year-old Longevity Project. Participating organizations include the PLA General Hospital, 301 Hospital, and the Academy of Military Medical Sciences. Baidu, the Chinese version of Google, also once publicly announced the information about the 981 Leaders Health Project and was later deleted. However, the internet has a memory. In 2019, there was a WeChat advertisement which introduced the 981 Leaders Health Project. The advertisement claimed to aim to extend lifespan to 150 years and emphasized its remarkable results over the past 60 years. Led by military medical institutions such as the 301 Hospital and the Academy of Military Medical Sciences, the project integrates cutting-edge approaches such as regenerative medicine, genetic medicine, and anti-aging technologies. 981 Health Technology Group uses promotional slogans such as "Based on the 981 Health Project," centered around the Leaders Healthcare team, and "Decades of Experience in Leaders Healthcare" in its external communications. In recent years, its advertising has focused on longevity to 150 years. This image shows, since 2004, 981 has served over 3,000 members who are over $1 million level leaders. A 2024 advertisement emphasized the benefits of 981's Black Gold Basic membership. Indeed, these benefits enjoyed by over 3,000 members are unavailable to anyone else on the planet. Even if you're the world's richest man, you can't enjoy them unless you choose to befriend the CCP. In fact, the CCP has provided special medical care to its top leadership since the Mao Zedong era. The establishment of Project 981 is an upgraded version of its Leader Healthcare program established during the Jiang Zemin era. Its new focus is to develop the medical phenomenon of body parts replacement into an industrial chain. This industry chain brings 3 super benefits to the CCP. First, it allows the CCP's elite to reap huge profits. Second, it provides medical insurance for senior CCP officials. Third, it lures foreign dignitaries and so-called elites into becoming close friends of the CCP and helping them in major international affairs. On September 20, 2024, Sultan Ibrahim, the 17th King of Malaysia, visited China and met with Xi Jinping. During the meeting, Ibrahim personally thanked the CCP for its special arrangements that enabled his son to successfully undergo a liver transplant in China. As early as 2016, Malaysia's Daily Express reported that Malaysian Member of Parliament Datuk Bung Mokhtar Radin had traveled to China several times for medical treatment, ultimately undergoing a kidney transplant. He recovered well after returning to Malaysia and was visited by family, friends, and several Malaysian ministers. Radio Free Asia reported that a senior Kazakh official also underwent a kidney transplant at the Chinese 301 hospital. According to the whistleblower, from application to successful transplant, it took less than a month. This efficiency often takes years to achieve in Western countries. You might wonder how the CCP manages this large-scale business, requiring a vast number of supplies, without the public noticing. First, the primary operator of this parts replacement industry chain is the Chinese military, making it very secretive. Dr. Yang, who now lives in North America and previously practiced medicine in China, stated in an interview with Radio Free Asia that approximately half of all these kind of transplants in China are performed by military hospitals, particularly the Chinese People's Liberation Army General Hospital, the 301 Hospital, which has a senior cadre ward, specifically for high-ranking officials and foreign guests. He said, once the military intervenes, local Red Cross societies, medical institutions, the entire process becomes an extremely closed and black box system. Look, this senior cadre ward even has a beautiful garden. Secondly, and most importantly, a major event occurred in 1999. According to statistics reported by Chinese official media, in terms of the number of liver transplants, before 1999, the cumulative total of these transplants in China over the past 2 decades was only 135, an average of only 5 to 6 cases per year. However, in the 8 years from 1999 to 2006, liver transplants skyrocketed to 15,207, an average of over 1,700 per year, a roughly 180-fold increase. What happened in 1999? At the time, there was a Qigong group in China whose exercise resembled Tai Chi, involving slow, steady movements. There were also books teaching the practitioners to follow the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. This set of exercises was incredibly effective in strengthening the body, and within a short period, the number of practitioners reached 100 million. Jiang Zemin, then the party leader back then, believed this number was too large, even exceeding the party members, so it needed to be eradicated. Thus, the CCP began a campaign. Jiang's instructions were, discredit them, cut off their financial resources, and physically eliminate them. This persecution lasted a very long time, in fact, continuing to this day. For the most part, it has been conducted covertly. In other words, if a member of a family practiced these exercises, the entire family would be afraid to disclose it to outsiders. If the practitioner disappeared, other family members would be afraid to seek an explanation from the government, fearing they would be implicated, potentially their own jobs, or losing their children's chances of attending schools. By this way, CCP gets huge suppliers, and the individuals disappear one by one without a sound. Due to the enormous profits and unique advantages, this parts-replacing business, or you can call industry, has gradually spread to more vulnerable groups. Official CCP data shows that approximately 8 million people go missing in China each year. Remember, China has 200 million surveillance cameras on the streets. Police once proudly claimed that they could locate a citizen's whereabouts within several seconds. Yet, the police simply cannot find these 8 million missing people each year. On April 20, 2025, a mother reported that her son, a student at a college, disappeared on January 2nd and has not been found to date. When the mother and father went to the school to look for their son, they were driven away by security guards with batons. Such cases happen in many places in China. What's even more bizarre? Starting July 15, 2025, the China Family Search Network will cease operations, stop posting family search information, shut down its servers, deregister its company, and cease all website operations. And this network is the biggest reliance of Chinese families in finding their missing relatives. At the end of the episode, here is the very important information. Some mobile phones made in China have a built-in option to consent to body parts donation, which cannot be disabled by the user. The system may default to voluntary donation, even though the individual and family members are unaware of it. If you are watching the video, if possible, please share this news with your Chinese friends.